Previously on Ride On.
Did not want to shift. It's definitely making considerably.
Well, I'm off to the shop. These three bikers were staying at the same hotel. They're headed up to Pikes Peak. I was like, I was supposed to be going there right now.
Today is day 11 of the Run for the Hills motorcycle adventure, a 16-day journey to the Black Hills of South Dakota and back.
All right, a little minor surgery, baby. Hopefully, they can replace the seals and that'll get me home. Clutch slave, I'd say, reason I'm feeling better that they might have the part in stock. It's kind of a generic part. I think they use it on a lot of models. Let's go talk to Gandalf and see if he can work some magic.
The shop was very busy, but said they'd do what they could do to help me out. While I waited, I took advantage of their espresso machine and looked around.
Don't worry, Rubber Duck. I'm not trading you in for this.
They bled the clutch line, which seemed to work, so they did not replace the clutch slave.
Oh, here she is. Fresh out of service. A lot less play there in that lever there, and the feel is real good. Unfortunately, the forks remain a concern because they didn't have time to do a seal replacement. But for now, we ride. Still gonna have to keep an eye on the forks. The right fork is pretty good. The leak is very slight. For compression and rebound damping, one fork handles one, the other fork handles the other. Performance will be reduced, but it's not like the forks aren't going to work and they're going to fail and totally get trashed. Let's see here. Shifts, shifts, shifts. Good stiffish feeling clutch. Look at this. All over the place. Just fine. Let's get the show on the road.
Today's ride takes us from Colorado Springs, along county roads to the Royal Gorge, and then winds its way south to Monte Vista.
Yeah, this clutch is great. I'm halfway tempted to do Pikes Peak, but I am concerned about the forks. But dang, it is nice having a workable clutch. Half the problem solved, and definitely a major part, but we're not out of the woods yet. Scenic, twisty little road. And now, instead of trying to stay in one gear as much as possible, I can change gears to work a little bit better. Instead of lugging it or winding it out in that one gear, gives the clutch rings. Whee! When I'm on the road here before, 11:30. Oh, that was a nice smooth shift into fifth. Yeah. We got you, baby. We got you. Sorry we couldn't get the forks handled. Get those soon. Make it home, baby. Get you to the dock then. Due for regular service anyway. And advanced cycle service will take care of me. Those guys are really good. Yeah. I have a clutch. Yes. Whee!
It's the little things in life bring joy. Okay. I might need those drops, you never know. This key fob for the Ducati's kind of interesting. It has this little button here, but it rotates and you hit it. It's like a switchblade, right? You're like, yeah, I'm a badass. This fork looks really good. I think there's a little bit of stuff on it. This one's not leaking much. This is the problem child. So that's all from the right fork. That's not horrible, but I didn't go that far either. She's ready. She's like, let's ride.
I have turned off onto County Route 42. This looks like a nice little meandering back road. Just what the doctor ordered. I tell you, getting that clutch fixed has perked me up more than that espresso. Oh, a little gravel there. Not that much, but I wasn't sure there wasn't more.
Ooh, yeah. Nice.
Okay, that's compressing the front a little.
Kind of like this road.
Oh, County Road 2, you have been a pleasant, nice ride. This is County Road 1.
For low riders, that's a good sign.
You know, sometimes I route myself on roads I know I want to ride. But in this case, it's like, you know, I just kind of picked roads. You know? Bet you that's the county edge, right, where the road color changes. That would be very typical.
Winds around this little valley here.
This is Colorado 9. I'm very familiar with California 9. This one's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. We're about done with Highway 9. Royal Gorge, rafting, zipline, and lodging.
Decent little shot of the river there. And all those flowers I've been seeing along the roadside. This is nice. I can see why they do rafting. 83 degrees here right now.
So, I mean, it's not like hot, but I'm definitely noticing it's warm.
This is a really nice gorge, very scenic to ride through. Today's ride was full of hidden gems, from the enjoyable county roads to Royal Gorge. After all, I took Highway 50. I was not expecting scenery.
I'm looking like Barry's Den's been open for a long time.
Oh, here you go. Some rafters coming down the river. Get the light on that canyon wall. That's gorgeous. That is just something. I think I will get a cold drink here. And I will just park right here like this. Stopped off in Cotopaxi, Colorado. The Cotopaxi Story Cafe. They're making me a pastrami sandwich right now. Got me a cold drink. I think I'm about 100 miles out from my hotel. Not really that hungry, but I kind of wanted something. Nice place to stop. A bit warm. It's in the high 80s. Lovely canyon. It's awesome. Yeah, great little ride. Mostly sweepers. Goes along this river that is often kind of calm and peaceful. It occasionally has some little, I don't know if I'd call them rapids, but some rocks and stuff. And I've seen a couple, maybe 3 rafts, some of them fishing. It's a nice little area. You definitely see some RVs and stuff along the way at various little campgrounds and resorts.
There's actually some raindrops falling, not very many, but Ted riding off there. He pulled off into the side of the road there, and he was kind of duck walking it, although at a fast pace. And I was like, uh-oh, did his bike die? So I walked over to make sure he was okay. He was. I think he was just pulling forward because there was a big rig pulling a trailer, pulling in, and he wanted to make sure he had plenty of room and wasn't being in his way. So we chatted for about 15-20 minutes about riding and stuff and where he was going. He's going to be doing the Black Hills in a couple of days. Between where the sun is right now, the lighting on these canyon walls is great when the clouds aren't blocking it. Just beautiful. Get moving, get a little ventilation through that mesh. Well, if you do manage to see this video, Ted, it was nice meeting you. Always good to meet a fellow rider. I hope your ride went well. Oh, nice mountain ridge there. We're about, I think, 20 miles outside of Salida. Oh, there's some construction. It looks like Ted got stopped. I see him parked up there.
This is fun.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I'm glad I bought the bike with the air conditioning.
Yeah, problem is you got to keep moving.
Yeah.
Any idea how long?
I don't know. I wonder if it's this guy coming up. I don't know. I mean, because
Because I forgot to put my earplugs in. I'm like, if I pull my helmet off, you know he's going to flip that sign the instant. I already had to pull over and fasten my helmet because I forgot to do that.
time on the $1 Million Highway, on the early stages of it, traffic stopped like this, and we're sitting there for a while. I pulled my gloves off and all that kind of, and then all at once I started going. I'm like, I'm trying to grab it, and one glove falls on the ground, so I got to put it. I'm trying not to drop the bike while I jump off, get the kickstand down, pick up my glove. I was a real amateur, That was my first long tour, and I'm like, well, of course this happened to me.
I turned on my Bluetooth so I could hear my GPS and play some music. And it's like, phone connected. I'm like, ah, shit, that's loud. I know why.
Yes.
I'm going to see if I can get my earplugs in time. Any bets?
Place your bets now.
Okay, I just now saw some flashing lights the other way.
Oh, they got a pilot car maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, you never know if it's like 1,000 feet or like
I know,
5 miles.
I know. Here comes the
Oh yeah, here's the pilot truck or car.
There'll be a-
Awesome, I'll have just enough time. This time remember to fasten the helmet.
He's actually going to turn out to be a pilot. Or,
Yeah, I think it's one of the workers bringing him a beer. Here comes the cars. Yeah. Can't hear a word he's saying with all these cars. Sorry, Ted.
working on it.
Oh, wow, like gray skies. It's like it might be raining over there. We're kind of heading that way. I mean, I got the liners behind me in a bag. I cruised through Salida and parted ways with Ted. Went over a pass, Poncha Pass, I think. Now we're in this nice valley. Looking at the other side of all those mountains. But yeah, it's much more comfortable temperatures now. Flat tire on the trailer. That sucks. Especially here, you know, you can only kind of halfway pull off the road. Looks like it might have rained a bit more earlier. I mean, it's dry here in the middle, but the tire tracks look wet. This guy wants to do like 90. It is kind of a long stretch of mind-numbing straightness. Although it's not very mind-numbing. Beautiful view here. I mean, come on. Check out that little cabin there. A nice green roof and stuff. Maybe I'll stop at Seguache for 10 minutes. It's not like I'm pressed for time. Maybe I'll just ride on. I've heard that somewhere before. Can't quite place it though. Nice little set of hills. I just rode past this leaving Seguache on the way to Monte Vista, and I had to come back by and get a nice pass of this because he's got a collection of cool stuff in this yard. Look how small those Jeeps were. Little APCs there. Bunch of Willys Jeeps. Got an old Willys pickup there. And then he's got some flat-nose Jeep trucks, I guess, yeah. The old, looks like an old Deuce and a Half. Pretty cool. Jeep parts, really? You think? That's nifty. Jeep Police. Sounds like a Cheap Trick song. Bandsaw. Kind of looks like it. So you see the rough edges. Bandsaw would make a much straighter edge there. Oh yeah. There's a steak dinner tonight. And a beer. Nice and cold and tasty. Been one of those days. No, it's been one of those weeks. Oh, the Rio Grande. Doesn't look so grande here. Welcome to Monte Vista. No population listed, but it's at 7,663 feet altitude. Wow, in the plains. I would not have expected that kind of altitude. Shows you how much I know. Hey,
No comments from the peanut gallery, okay? I can't know everything. I need you guys to back me up. Should I pull through this way where all the weeds are? I say yes.
After checking into my hotel, I headed to a steak joint about a block away. There's a bit of history seemingly everywhere you look in Monte Vista, from the items in the window to the buildings and my hotel. The lounge is built to handle a large crowd, but it was off-season. They let me park my bike underneath this little awning. I didn't even ask. She was very considerate. But I love the sound this door makes. You open it up and it kind of sounds like your stomach gurgling. In episode 11 of the Run for the Hills motorcycle adventure, we head through Pagosa Springs in Durango to Silverton and squeeze in a scouting run along the $1 Million Highway. Next time on Ride On.